everyone, it's again Diza. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today's episode is going to be based on how to cut a cape top. So let's go to the cutting section to show you the steps on how to cut it. Welcome to the cutting section. I'm using 2 yards of Ankara fabric to cut out the style. So now the first thing I'm going to do here is to take the length measurement. So from these 2 yards, I'm going to measure the top length, which is 26 inches. This is my 26 for the top length. So now I'm going to cut this out. So this is the length of the top, 26 inches. So folding this 26 inches into 2 first. Then I'm going to fold it into 4 without leaving a zip allowance. Like this, as you can see. So the next thing to do here is to take the measurement of the shoulder, the bust, the half cut, and the waist measurement. So starting from the measurement of the shoulder, I'm using 7 for the measurement of shoulder, 7 inches, like this. Then the armhole measurement is also 7 inches here. The half cut measurement, which is the same thing as the half length, I'm using 15 inches for the half cut. So the bust measurement, I'm using 38 inches for the bust measurement. This is 9.5 inches. 9.5 inches into 4 places give us 38. So with a seam allowance, which is the same thing as sewing allowance, of 1 inch, like this. So to the waist, I'm using 32 inches for the waist. So this is 8 inches. 8 inches into 4 places give us 32 inches. So like this, with the seam allowance of 1 inch. Here is it. So this is it. Then I'm going to join my sketch like this. You can see, like this, to the shoulder. Then from here, a small slant line. You can see. So after this, I'm going to cut out this sketch. Like this. As you can see, this is it. You can see it. So the next thing to do now is to open it. As you can see, after shaping out this body like this, the next thing to do is of 2 ways. You can either cut the slant part immediately after cutting the body like this, or you attach the sleeve like the way I'm going to do it right now. So now I'm going to cut out the sleeve. The sleeve length is 24. I'm using 20 here, and the remaining 4 inches will go for the band. So here is 20 inches with the same allowance of 1 inch. That is sewing allowance of 1 inch. So like this. Then like this. You can see the shape like S. So before I cut it, the round sleeve is 14 inches. So here is my 14 inches with the same allowance of 1.5 inches. So you can see it. So the next thing now is to cut it out. So this is the sleeve. So the next thing to do now is to join the sleeve to both sides. So I'm joining the two sleeve to both armhole. After joining the armhole with the sleeve, as you can see, I've joined the shoulder with the sleeve. So the next thing to do now is to take the measurement. You have to take the measurement from here, from this particular area, and you measure 4 inches. This is my 4 inches. You can see this area too. You have to deduct 4 inches from here to. No, we've already sewed this place. I've stitched this particular area, so I'm going to leave this ½ inch. When you take the measurement of this area that I stitch is ½ inch, so I'm taking this ½ inch up like this to take the measurement of 4 inches. You can see. So now it's from here that I'm going to make a slant to this area. Now I'm using my ruler to slant this area like this. So now the next thing I'm going to do now is to take the measurement from here, from this joining here to 6 inches. It depends on how wide you want the opening to be. So you can decide to use 4 inches, 5 inches, even 7 inches. It depends on you. But here I'm using 6 inches. So from here also I'm going to make a slant line. So as you can see, so I'm cutting like this. So this is going to come like this. You can see it like that. So the next thing to do now is to cut out the cape. So now I'm doing this for the cape. So the first thing to measure here is the length of the cape. The length of the cape here I'm using 12.5 inches with the seam allowance. So here I'm using 20 inches. This 20 inches, consider where I slant it. This is 20 inches with the seam allowance. So the next thing to do is to sketch it out like this. I'm using my ruler first here to sketch out this slant part. So now this is the slant area. Then here, follow me the way I sketch. Like this. Like this. Then from here, from this edge now, to this area. You can see it. So now the next thing to do is to cut it out. So this is how the cape will stand. So this is the cape. So this is our 4 inches band with an half inch of seam allowance. You can see this is 4.5 inches. This is our band, so it's 2 band for the both sleeve. So here is the finished work so far. This is the cape and this is the top, which make it a cape top. As you can see it, you can see how slant the cape is. You can see it. So you can decide to reduce this place with 1 inch, this shoulder. It depends on you, and that will make this cape to come here, or you can also leave it this way. So it depends on you. You can see it, and you can see the back as well. The same thing applicable to the back. You can either wear this at the front and you can wear this at the back. It doesn't have back, it doesn't have front. So that is how the top is. It's a cape top. Don't forget, I'm also on Instagram at Diza House of Fashion. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share. Bye.